specimens of ancient life from the Yangtze River. Their bodies stiff, their expressions frozen. They are natural relics of another time on Earth. Located on the southwest side of Galadandong Peak, the Jiangtze Glacier is the source of the Tua River, the headstream of the Yangtze River. An old saying goes, "The source of the great river is like a broom." As dripping water forms springs, melting glaciers trickle into streams, gradually becoming rivers. These rivers flow through grasslands, lakes, mountains, and gorges, rushing eastward to become the mighty Yangtze. Guing is a wildlife photographer. She has grown accustomed to the wild, unpredictable nature of animals. In turn, they appear to regard her as part of their natural surroundings.
我每天早上天不亮5点半就要进帐篷，然后一整天全部都要在帐篷里面，一待就是10几个小时。看到鸭了，多近啊！
Holzil, the hinterland of the Sanjiang-Yuan region, is China's greatest wilderness. Here, all natural things are in balance. Every blade of grass, every tree, every drop of water, and every creature is intricately connected to the Yangtze River thousands of miles away. Change here is not limited to geological epochs, spanning thousands of years. Human activities are silently altering everything, reshaping the pristine wilderness that once characterized the source of the Yangtze.
没有人类干预的时候，野生动物是一种最自然的状态。它的生与死都是符合自然规律的。如果环境变化太快，很多野生动物就来不及适应新的环境，就可能面临种族没落的危机。
The development of transportation has brought convenience and opportunities for humans. Yet, it has also led to increasing intersections between natural habitats and human activities.
棕熊有时候会到人类的垃圾堆里面去翻吃的，翻垃圾。这个垃圾堆实际上可以说是它的一个餐桌。人类总以为自己很了解这些野生动物了，总觉得我们可以去驾驭很多东西，其实是错的。
The Yangtze River existed for billions of years before the start of human civilization. Over the course of countless ages, the creatures that lived along its banks reached a tacit understanding, with predators ruling the food chain. Upon death, they would decompose and nourish the small and fragile lives around them. The relentless flow of the Yangtze nourishes all things in the wilderness. This is an ancient water-worshipping ceremony. It is a tradition carried out for thousands of years, paying respect to heaven and earth and the natural world that protects all living beings. In the eyes of the Tibetan people, as all life springs from water, it is deserving of reverence. The plateau is not only the homeland of herdsmen, but also a paradise for wild animals. It is also the source of the Great River that feeds the fertile fields downstream. The Sin-Gay family has lived here for generations. In 2004, they were among more than 400 Tibetan herders who left their ancestral home at the foot of the Tangula Mountains, the source of the Yangtze River, to resettle in Galmud. The family began a new life in Changjiang Yuan village. Their resettlement was part of a national ecological protection plan for the Sanjiang Yuan region. Restoring the source of the Yangtze to its original, serene, and pure state benefits the rivers that originate here and the billions of creatures living along the water. Flowing eastward from the Sin-Gay family's hometown in the Sanjiang Yuan region, the Yangtze spans the breadth of China. It emerges from the roof of the world, traversing rugged terrain, mountains, and rapids. Countless waterways and lakes converge to form this magnificent river. It flows through 9 provinces and 2 municipalities, linking cities like a silver thread. The surging waters of the Yangtze weave a rich tapestry, encompassing thousands of years of human civilization. As the longest river in Asia, its vast and abundant water system nurtures diverse biological species, creating a unique natural genetic repository. This biodiversity helps maintain the vitality of the entire planet. What can go unnoticed is that the life forms and hydrological characteristics of the Yangtze undergo subtle changes every day, silently warning of ongoing transformations. Passing through the 5-step lock of the Three Gorges Dam takes several hours. For navigators, this is an experience unlike any other in the world. Xia Hui, a professor in the School of Architecture and Urban Planning at Chongqing University, is collecting a special type of data with his students: environmental sounds. In recent years, Xia Hui and his team have been studying the relationship between sound and ecology.
长江流域它的生态环境是非常重要的，各种各样的这种具有保护价值的这些动物发出的声音，声景的类型的多样性，可以很好的反映我们长江流域生态系统的多样性。
After collecting many audio samples along the river, Xia Hui has found that the Yangtze's soundscape is being increasingly covered by steel and concrete. The Yangtze River Basin serves more than 600 million people in China. GDP from the Yangtze River economic belt accounts for almost half of the national total. Having such massive economic value, human activity has drastically transformed the natural environment here in modern times. For years, the Yangtze, China's mother river, and its fragile ecology have borne the brunt of human development. Busy shipping lanes, hardening shorelines, and the construction of cross-river bridges have fundamentally altered the underwater acoustic environment. This has affected the survival of aquatic life forms that rely on sonar for hunting and navigation.
这个鲸鱼、鱼类它都是通过声纳系统感知周围的这个海里面的这个情况。如果说旁边有船舶的话，船舶它会发出各种噪声，对不对？这种刺耳的噪声，螺旋桨啊等等啊，它就会变得很迟钝，它有的时候就会撞到这个船上，包括还会影响动物的繁殖，影响它的这个求偶啊、交配啊、双栖这种照看啊，包括会导致这个动物的听力损失。
人类活动带来生态环境的恶化，实际上也已经改变了长江流域的原来的这种生境。比如说这种江轮啊，这种它的螺旋桨啊等等，它发出了这些噪声，对它的声纳系统定位影响非常大。所以经常我们会出现江豚跟这些船啊撞上来啊，很可惜就死掉了。
Some of the Earth's natural, soothing soundscapes are disappearing due to the noises made by human activity, potentially never to return. Urbanization and the exploitation of natural resources have changed our relationship with the environment. Some sounds may symbolize prosperity, but they also represent the death knell for rare and endangered species. The Chinese paddlefish was once the mightiest creature in the Yangtze River. For millions of years, it roamed its territory, preying on other fish species. Its sword-like rostrum not only served as a weapon, but also housed sensory organs at the tip, used to perceive its surroundings. Yet, the Chinese paddlefish failed to sense its fate. The last recorded sighting of the species was in 2003. That sighting was of an injured female, measuring 4 meters long and weighing over 150 kilograms. As it was the spawning season, she had a large number of eggs in her belly. The operation to rescue her was led by Wei Qiwei from the Chinese Academy of Fishery Sciences.
白鲟呢，淡水系统里面最差的一条鱼。这个吻，这个鼻子长的鼻子非常美。这样的一个物种灭绝了以后啊，我们再也没有这个物种了。
Wei Qiwei installed an ultrasonic tracker on the fish and released it back into the Yangtze River. As he stood on the riverbank, he bid a reluctant farewell to the Chinese paddlefish, hoping that one day he would see it again. More than 20 years have passed, yet the species has never reappeared. It has been lost forever in the fast-moving current of the Yangtze River. In the decades since the disappearance of the Chinese paddlefish, the Yangtze River's ecosystem has undergone dramatic changes. Human progress has caused shorelines to solidify and wetlands to shrink. As waterways were cleared for navigation, the natural habitats of some fish species were destroyed. With increasing pollution, the river's natural self-cleaning ability has significantly diminished. The fate of the Chinese paddlefish is far from an isolated incident. Many once familiar species have become difficult to find.
通过梳理文献，发现长江的鱼类的种类总数是435种。这个种里面的话，我们就发现有130种是没有采集到样本。就包括白鲟嘛，包括我们的石鱼，包括中鱼，还有一些猎腹鱼类，很多是处在 濒临灭绝的边缘。
The baiji dolphin is another apex predator in the Yangtze. Its long evolutionary history has endowed it with unparalleled instincts and intelligence. It relies on echolocation and sonar to sense its surroundings. This baiji dolphin is called Chi-Chi. It arrived here from the Yangtze River on January 11, 1980, after being accidentally captured. In 1982, Wuhan University graduate Wang Ding joined the Chinese Academy of Sciences Institute of Hydrobiology to conduct acoustic research on the baiji dolphin. His first research subject was Chi-Chi.
当时琪琪受伤很严重，背上、颈部上有2个洞，贯通伤。经过大概4个多月治疗，最终康复了。这个应该在鲸类学界创造了一个奇迹。
Wang Ding could sense Chi-Chi's emotions through her vocalizations, understanding that she felt lonely during solitary swims, and he was able to observe her aging process. Chi-Chi passed away on July 14, 2002, after living for 22 years at Wuhan's Baiji Dolphinarium.
琪琪的去世，应该说，它不仅仅是一个个体的生命的逝去，应该更多的说是某种象征意义，实际上也代表了这白巨豚的一种命运。
In the winter of 2006, an international team of 25 scientists from countries, including China, the United States, and Japan, conducted an extensive survey along the mainstream of the Yangtze River, covering more than 3,000 kilometers. They found no trace of the baiji dolphin. A year later, the species was declared functionally extinct. This ancient inhabitant of the Yangtze was gone. In addition to the disappearance of the Chinese paddlefish and baiji dolphin, the Chinese sturgeon hasn't naturally spawned for years. The reef shad is also on the verge of extinction. 92 species of fish in the Yangtze River basin were listed in the 1998 China Red Data Book of Endangered Animals. Nearly 300 species of animals and plants were also included in the appendices of the Convention on International Trade in Endangered Species of Wild Fauna and Flora, signed in 1973. As each ship leaves traces of mechanical civilization on the fish's body, fish gills have become natural purifiers for polluted waters. It is a tale of prosperity and decline. The Baiji Dolphinarium is now an important research base for the Yangtze finless porpoise.
所以长江里面的2种鲸类动物，白巨人、褐人已经灭绝。那么长江江豚是长江里面剩下的唯一一种水生哺乳动物。我们不能再失去长江江豚。
The distribution range of the Yangtze finless porpoise is relatively narrow, and it overlaps many areas of human activity. The mammal is listed as a critically endangered species. As the porpoises appear to have a permanent smile, people have given them the endearing nickname of smiling angels. In the spring of 2012, during a severe drought in the Yangtze River, a photo appearing to show a crying Yangtze finless porpoise began circulating online. Photographer Gao Baoyan captured what looked to be a tear rolling down the cheek of the porpoise. Many people remarked that it appeared the animal was crying.
它就在我的跟前，它眼睛呢流着鼓鼓的一股一股的粘液，我当时就特别震撼。哎呀，我说是不是江豚哭了呀？我就把这个瞬间拍了下来。
Yet, this is just our imagination. The Yangtze finless porpoise cannot cry. Scientists believe that the illusion was in fact caused by an eye secretion that occurs in porpoises in dry conditions. This is another touching scene captured by Gao Baoyan. These are the final moments of a female Yangtze finless porpoise who had worked with researchers for years.
那个时候呢，这个江豚妈妈呢已经躺在了那个冰冷的手术台上。 我就看到一个女孩子，她呢就在那个江豚妈妈的旁边擦眼泪，我就含着眼泪把这张照片拍了下来。
The tears of that young researcher in the photograph capture the sorrow of humanity. Late 2019 brought alarming news from Poyang Lake. It was dry season, and the lake was experiencing its lowest water levels in 70 years, posing a threat to the survival of many Yangtze finless porpoises.
关键是水位年年下降啊，一年比一年枯，这是早晚有一天出大事。对，
当然现在的情况就是呢，我们同步考察的是一个深水区，一个是沙坑那个支岔区。我们一共走了11个沙坑，11个沙坑呢，里面有5个沙坑是有豚的，其中呢有2个沙坑，现在目前来看是基本上是隔绝的，就是水还是有，但是都不足1米，有的不足1米，是这个样子。
This used to be the bottom of Poyang Lake. Small, fragile life forms lurked within the mud and sand. Fish sought food and spawned here. Birds at the end of life's journey would fall into the lake, providing nourishment for new life. Sandbars once submerged beneath the lake gradually rose, becoming isolated from the interconnected water bodies. This caused the Yangtze finless porpoises to become trapped. At this point, it became necessary to conduct a comprehensive assessment of Poyang Lake in the dry season.
我们这一次的江豚保护到底是临时的还是长期的？假如水位涨怎么办？假如水位跌怎么办？现在基本上11条江豚有人看到。
The attendees at this emergency rescue seminar are the most experienced Yangtze River ecology experts.
应该说这里的根源嘛，还是这个采沙。采沙一直忽悠了很多年，它大部分都寄居在这种沙坑里面。而江豚呢也不知道这个整个环湖水域水位在下降，它就可能跟鱼一起就流到这个沙坑里面。
不能让它永远变成陷阱，变成江豚的噩梦啊！历史上发生的，我们现在没有办法了。对于今后可能变成常态的事，要做生态修复工程。实际上，我们保护每条鱼、每片基因是永续发展的这个物质基础。
Intensive efforts to save the Yangtze finless porpoise have been ongoing for some time. In 2012, multiple organizations collaborated on a scientific survey of the species. The results indicated that without human intervention, the animal's wild population would likely decline to the brink of extinction.
那江豚实在太多了，以前我们开船出来这样了，几十年都能看到几十头。
像煮稀饭一样。
江豚如果是碰到江豚群的话，就是上百头的。
一群一群的。最早的时候吧，我随我父亲的船，也经鄱阳湖看过江豚，那个时候是江猪，其实真正的我知道江猪叫江豚。 我大概是7年前，这个时候我就开始就拍，进行对江豚拍摄，每天开摄大概来回几百公里。这么几年来呢，反正我绕地球基本上有5圈了。
自从有那个底拖网，就是那个底拖网，
我知道绝腹网吧。
绝腹网有那个网以后，江豚1年是。
绝腹网它一放就几公里的，
是啊，1000多米啊。
Our tears already flow for the Chinese paddlefish and the baiji dolphin. Meanwhile, the Chinese sturgeon and the Yangtze finless porpoise are holding on for their lives. Their stories are a warning to humanity. The once thriving Yangtze River that teemed with birds and fish is weeping with us. This river that has existed on Earth for more than 100 million years has faced many turning points. A new turning point occurred on January 5, 2016. On that day, the Yangtze once again became a key feature of China's top-level design focus, with the emphasis on ecological restoration. It was at the symposium on promoting the development of the Yangtze River economic belt held in Chongqing that President Xi Jinping set the tone for the development of the Yangtze. He stressed the importance of well-coordinated environmental conservation and avoiding excessive development. He stated, "To restore Yangtze River's ecological environment will be an overwhelming task at present, and for a rather long period to come." This marked a new dawn for the river's protection. Two years later, at the second symposium in Wuhan, President Xi made another significant statement. "The Yangtze River is ill, and it is seriously ill.